Is playing the stock market considered gambling? By some, it certainly is. By others, no problem. How does a Christian decide? We run to the Bible. What are the explicit verses about gambling? Well, we are not to be bad stewards. We are not to treat money recklessly. We're not to engage in get-rich-quick schemes. Question, does that describe the stock market? Some would say, yeah. Others would say, not so much. I would tend to lean toward the latter position if it is a mitigated risk, it is a considered risk, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme, it is not something that you just need to have and it's become an idol for you. I don't think it's any riskier necessarily than engaging in virtually any other commerce. Let's just say you decide to start a business. You are going to shoe horses. Hey, that still happens. What do you need to do? You need to invest money. You need to perhaps employ people. You got to get the insurance, register with the state. There's an outlay of cash. Is there a guarantee that your shoeing business is going to succeed? No, so it's a risk, but you've thought it through. You've been wise. You've studied the subject. You've maybe worked at other horseshoeing shops and you've seen, yep, this is going to work. Therefore, you pull the trigger without any concerns of conscience. I would suggest to you the same thing can be true of investing in the stock market. If it's one of those things where it's like, hey, get in on this deal and you're going to be a billionaire, you need to be wise. And we always need to guard our hearts. Gambling is something that tends to be a longing for getting a lot of money quickly and easily. It tends to really revolve around idolatry. But that doesn't mean that investing in the stock market can't have that same component if our hearts are longing for the same things. If they're not, I think you're good to go. Would church history agree with me? Depends on which part of church history you're speaking about, but I actually suspect they wouldn't. And that needs to be considered. Why? Because it really wasn't until the Medicis and the financial systems that they incorporated in Italy did the idea of commerce and money making money even become a concept. So I suspect until at least that time and until our society became more sophisticated with commerce, with trade, with currency, with investing, it would have seemed like a wild scheme that the Christian should have no part of. Is it possible that time has caused me to have a watered down understanding of the subject? Or is it possible that the saints of old, maybe not understanding how a culture can work and how money can make money, and it actually is somehow contributing to our society, just like the guy who puts shoes on the horse's feet, people who invest money, they help corporations. It makes more widgets. The quality of life for human beings goes up, and so it does play a role in the machinery of economy. Maybe that wasn't understood as well by the saints of old, and we just have a better understanding of it. Maybe. So what ultimately is the bottom line on this subject? I would suggest to you it's a conscience issue. There are going to be some Christians, and I know there are some Christians who won't do it because they do think it's gambling. They also fear that they're investing in corporations that are doing bad things. Another genuine consideration for the Christian. Others, no problem, some problem. This would be one of those subjects I think we need to put under the column of Adi Afara. Do 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 do. Thank you for calling technical support. This is Todd Friel, the Wretch the song refers to. Could I possibly put you on hold for a moment?
Todd, we have talked about this. You cannot answer the phone this way.
Righto. Thank you for calling technical support. This is Todd Friel, the Wretch the song refers to.